Hello, Scorpio, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card forecast for the week starting January 2nd, 2017. Happy New Year to you all. And a quick reminder for you, remember that the Tarot Tutorship online classes are up for enrollment right now, and the first one starts on the 8th. And I'll be sending out all kinds of reading material and documents for that class towards the end of this week. So if you'd like to participate, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, to register. It's the same place you'd go to get a session with me. And you can always follow the links below, or again, just go to the website. So what's going on with your astrology this week? Well, this week we've got a gorgeous connection between the Sun in your 3rd house of communications and Mars in your 5th house of love and romance. And this is going on between between Tuesday and Wednesday, and a little bit on Monday and Thursday, but it's not too strong until Tuesday or Wednesday. And love could be on the menu for a lot of you, but it's coming in an indirect way. We may actually find a love opportunity through a sibling or a cousin or even, a neighbor or a roommate. There's somebody in the neighborhood, so to speak, who has an opportunity to maybe introduce you or maybe cement the connection with somebody that we already know through those people. For those of you who are currently coupled, this is a great time for a lot of you to start intermingling these circles a little bit. And you may actually be, very happy to find that your relationship is becoming a lot more intimate the closer that you and your partner are to sharing with other people, and sharing that space and sharing that good energy with other people. It's a great week to be working on that because, that bonding in that community will also strengthen the love between the two of you. Later on in the week, we've got Mercury, currently retrograding all the way back into Sagittarius, into your earned income sector, into the 2nd house. And this is going to actually bring back an opportunity that we will perhaps cash in on after Mercury goes direct next week when it comes to money. Alright, this could be bringing back old job opportunities or old clients. But also with Mercury retrograde in the 2nd house, it's bringing back old positions to apply for. Maybe there was a position you wanted to apply for, a promotion, or maybe even an opportunity to elevate your status at work, but it kind of came and went. But these discussions have been on the table since about October, November 2016, and maybe you thought it was gone and done for good, but it's coming right back. So what's going on with your cards then this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Hedge Witch. And the Hedge Witch is talking about knowing how to handle secrets, knowing how to handle hidden information when it comes to you and when it's supposed to stay discreet, because people might not necessarily be telling you that they need this to be kept in confidence, and you're just going to need to make it a habit to keep everything in confidence this week. Because the Hedge Witch is saying, well, a lot of people are going to be confiding in you, Scorpio, but also at the same time knowing when something is not meant to become public, or who needs to be in the know and who does not need to be in the know right now. The Hedge Witch can also talk about taking advantage of secret opportunities that are being given to you. What is, again, not supposed to be made public may be because it's supposed to be a secret shortcut for you only. So pay attention to where you have opportunities being given to you, but at the same time, you're not meant to be sort of spoiling it by sharing it with everyone else. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the 8 of Cups upright. And a lot of you will be actually deciding to take your leave this week, and this might actually be putting in your 2 weeks or putting in your 1 month notice, maybe because you're leaving for a better opportunity, leaving for a better job, or some of you may actually be walking away from long-term clients and long-term work opportunities that are no longer necessary or maybe no longer working for you the way that they should. The 8 of Cups upright, however, does always indicate we are leaving something for something better. And what I like about the 8 of Cups here for you is that this may actually be a sudden improvement, especially if we are walking away from a dysfunctional work situation or a stagnant or dead-end kind of feel in our job. What I also like is that with the 8 of Cups upright, again, we are heeding the call to something that may actually require us to make some kind of big leap of faith, but there is already a payoff there for you. And there may be money to get, or even a better position to get, if we are willing to uproot just a little bit. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends and your relatives and the others in your life, we do have the Queen of Pentacles upright. And the Queen of Pentacles is saying that, when it comes to friend or relative, again, we have somebody who is basically trying to hook you up. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles is usually somebody who is trying to provide you with a resource, or provide you with a venue, or provide you with a new atmosphere, a new tool to work with. Most likely an Earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. Could be male, but it's a queen, I'm just going to say she just because here it is. But with the Queen of Pentacles, we do have somebody going out of their way to, again, provide for you this week. And you may not have even asked them to do it, and sometimes with the Queen of Pentacles, we may feel like somebody is butting in where they, into business where they don't belong. Well, ignore that impulse to judge them for that, because I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, they are, maybe they're being a bit intrusive, but they are bringing you something very vital. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Hierophant card, inverted. And this card is basically saying, hey, Scorpio people, it's time to pay attention where we need to start breaking some of our own rules. Your challenge this week is breaking some of your own rules, or breaking some of your standards, or getting rid of some of your standards or expectations, because they might actually be doing more harm than good. Okay, because the Hierophant card reverse is basically saying, where are we defaulting to things that are really more like a dogma than they are actually, a guidance system internally with us. We may be a bit too rigid, or again, we may be judging too many things on principle this week. And with the Hierophant card inverted, it's saying it's time to pay attention to where we need to be more flexible, but also more open-minded. Find out what might be too much of a default for you this week, whether, we're dealing with work, or with home, or with love. There is going to be, we're growing out of a standard, or we're growing out of an expectation that we should not be keeping anymore. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we have the Six of Cups upright. So, the Six of Cups upright is kind of interesting, because we do have an opportunity for single Scorpios to meet somebody that they're already familiar with, or that they've had the chance to become familiar with. Sometimes this is somebody from our past, an old crush, or maybe even an old flame from back when. Or again, maybe somebody just from, from the old days, from the old neighborhood, from the, from the alma mater, all of that. And the Six of Cups is saying that, this person might not necessarily be the person that we're dating, but this might be the person that's hooking us up, or setting up that connection. And there looks to be like there's a very slim degree of separation between you and them, but they are really bringing you into, into an opportunity to, again, meet or re-meet an individual that, again, you had every chance of meeting before. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Six of Cups upright is basically saying you and your partner are going to, again, be kind of changing course a little bit. It's time to think about what needs to be brought back into our relationship that we have not necessarily been spending too much time with. Or maybe with the Six of Cups, there's a pastime, or maybe even an ideal, or a way that we used to bond that we haven't done in a really long time. We're going to be reviving it this week, and I think that it's exactly what the doctor ordered for you guys. So that is your forecast, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.